If you have more than one Instagram account, you've probably noticed by now that your accounts will get access to different features at different times, meaning one account might have a new feature and another account may not have it for days, weeks, or even months after the fact. This is because our accounts are tiered in different sections in the algorithm system, meaning they're going to roll it out to one section first, then another section, and it's not based on who owns it, who created it, or who is accessing it. So here are some practical steps you can be taking if you do have differences on your accounts to make sure that you are aligned properly and it's not a you issue, it's a just waiting for Instagram to give it to you issue. Now, the first thing that you want to do is make sure your app is fully updated. So if you have not updated the app, head over to your app store, update it now. After that, if you still don't have access to this, you're going to want to start considering a delete and reinstall. Now, if you delete and reinstall this app, any drafts you have will be lost. So if you have something that you've been waiting to post those things first, because it will clear out your drafts and you're going to have to do that work over again. Delete and reinstall usually solves 90% of glitches on Instagram for future reference, but it does make sure that it is taking away all of that data and you're starting over again. So if you're going to do it, you have to be practical about when you are going to use it. Now, if you still do not have access to this, you are going to want to make sure that you're trying to access your account through another device. Borrow somebody's phone, get on a tablet, try something else, and go into your system from there. This is going to help you decide if it's going to be a device-specific glitch or if it's based around your account. Now, sometimes when we see glitches of any kind here on Instagram, it is specific to your phone. I will have multiple phones accessing the same accounts, and I'll have it on one, but not the other. So this is going to tell you if it's a device-specific issue or if it's going to be something associated with the account. If it's device-specific, you may have issues until you switch devices. However, one good caveat is sometimes when you sign in from a different device, it triggers something in the system and will then give it to you on your own device. So this is definitely worth a shot. It is not fail-proof. This definitely is something that isn't going to work the majority of the time, but it is something worth trying while you are doing this. Now, you also want to make sure that if at this point you still don't have it, you are reporting it as a glitch. Unfortunately, this is our last step. So if you still do not have access to this, and it's not a brand new feature, so we're talking within like 2 or 3 months, if it's after that 2 or 3 month mark, you can report this as a glitch because it usually takes them that long to at least start rolling things out to people. You can go into your account settings and you can report this as a glitch. Now, with glitches, they have so very many. It's such a high volume that it's going to take probably a couple weeks to a couple of months for them to get around to fixing that. In the meantime, there's not much else you can do aside from waiting for them to give you access. And sometimes they're just going to roll it out to you. A lot of times I'm noticing people are being very preemptive in this and they're trying to get it very early on with a new feature. And that's just not something that's going to be able to force the app to give to you. So at that point, you are going to make sure your app is updated. You're going to delete and reinstall. You are going to try to sign in from another device. And when all fails, you are going to report it as a glitch and you're going to have to wait until you get access to it. From there, you have to be creative about how you are then leveraging the app. If everybody else has access to a new feature or a new function or a new spin on a function, you have to get creative in how you are going to use this. So do not let this limit what you can do. You're smart enough to be able to be creative with this and figure out a way around it. So what do you have access to and how can you best leverage that inside of what you're doing in Instagram? If you have questions, if you've got ideas, or if you need ideas on how to get around it, please feel free to let me know what your issue is down below and I will happily help you to creatively bounce ideas on how you can best be leveraging the access that you do have on the app to make sure you're thriving with whatever tools and resources you are given, and we can troubleshoot to make sure that you are hopefully getting some of those updates as you go. But it does come down to having to wait for the app to decide to give it to you. There is nothing you can do to force the app to give it to you. Even if you have contacts at Instagram, you would not be able to go to them and have them enable something inside of your account. So we do have to be patient when it comes to this. It can take days, weeks, months, or even longer. Some people don't get certain things at all. Hopefully that is not you, but if it is, we'll do our best to troubleshoot with you down below, and make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell because every single day we are dropping brand new videos to help you level up inside of the industry so that you stay ahead of the curve and save time and effort creating your social content so you can make more money online but spend less time doing it. We'll see you in the next episode.